The irony of this video, I literally just shot a video on like giving tips, like a couple different ways of thinking and being more positive, and it kind of made me lead into this video and just continuing the conversation because we're going to talk about the best ways of positive thinking and the best way to get positive thinking, to acquire it in your life and be more positive, more fulfilled, so that you can do the things that you want to do. All right, how does that sound? I hope that sounds good, guys. But anyway, my name is Brando Olenek. Brando Olenek. And what I want to give you guys is just some tips, some things that I personally used in my life that took me from working 40 hours a week in a restaurant, depressed, negative, like negative Nelly. I was horribly negative about life and goals and everything in general. And I went from that to, in 5 months, guys, being able to create a full-time income business on the internet, part-time, without any like internet experience. And that's not average or typical, but what I started to use and develop in my life was I started to appreciate things a little bit more. All right, and I think that is one of the best ways you can start inquiring positive thinking in your life a little bit more and increase happiness and fulfillment. Because a lot of people, we go by every day, and I said this before in another video, but we go by every day, and taking granted, not taking granted, but taking for granted of the things that we have, the car we have. It may not be a new car, but we have a car. We may not have a big mansion, but we have a house. All right. We may not have, the fastest internet, but we have internet. We have a cell phone. We have all these things. And a lot of people take it all for granted. And they don't realize that, you're very lucky. You're very fortunate than other people out there in the planet. If you're in China, if you're in India, you have a very, very condensed, populace where there's millions, tens and hundreds of millions of people confined to a single location. That's tough. Just imagine like you have a room that's like 12 feet by 12 feet. That's your room. And then right beside you is another room that's 12 feet by 12 feet, and there's another person living there, and then another room. Like, those are the dense populaces of those areas, all right, in different areas of the world. Imagine living there, not having internet, the best internet, not having a mobile device, working a job all the time. Like, just imagine that. You're so fortunate. Like, you guys got to keep that in mind. So being appreciative more. I'm kind of preaching, right? So we'll get off that. I'm done preaching. But appreciate the small things in your life, all right? Stop comparing yourself to others. Know that you can do what you want and educate yourself on what to do to get there. Does that make sense? All right? So when it comes to the best way of positive thinking, always set goals. If you're going through life without goals, you're always going to be negative. You're always going to doubt yourself. You're always not going to know what to do next. All right, and that's not a good way to go through life, but the best way to do it is when you start affirmizing. All right, so having affirmations over what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and you won't know the how to unless you know what it is you want to do. You want to be an entrepreneur, an astronaut, all right, a businesswoman. You want to be a mom, a dad, a grandma, whatever you want to do, right? Now, to get the positive thinking flowing, once you have that pinpoint, you start educating yourself on how to get there, how to do that. That focuses all your direction, all your attention on this target right here. And when you're focusing on that, when negativity tries to come into your life, you're like, nope, focused, taking action, focused, educating, taking action on what I'm learning. All right, not just learning, but taking action on what I'm learning to get the results that I want. And that is the best way to inquire and get positive thinking. Because you're going to be so excited about getting this desired outcome. You're always going to be thinking positive thoughts. You're always going to be thinking, what's that going to do for you once you get it, once you acquire it. Does that make sense? I really hope this makes sense, guys. But that's the simplicity of it. Be thankful of the small things in life. All right, set goals. Educate yourself on how to acquire those goals. There's people who have already done it. All right, and just focus on those goals. Work towards those goals. Give yourself affirmations. Imagine yourself acquiring those goals. What will your life look like once you have that in your life? Once you do that, how will life be different? See yourself there. Try to see yourself there. And that's what you want to focus on, is just that image you feel, the emotions you feel of yourself accomplishing that. Like, what will it do for you in your life? Because when negativity comes in, you'll be so positive thinking about that, it'll never come in. Or it'll come in for like 2 seconds and it'll get thrown back out. Because you won't have it. You're so focused on your outcome. All right? So I will leave you with that today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. This is Brando Linux signing out again. And if you guys want to find out more information about myself and ending out this conversation, how I was able to go from completely negative, having no dreams, no goals, no aspirations, or the ones that I did have, I completely doubted myself. Working a job at Red Lobster, I was doing that April 2014 to September 2014, actually being able to quit that job. So it took me 5 months. If you want to learn how I was able to, in 5 months, quit that job and create a full-time income business through the internet. I have a free video training series if you're interested in business and entrepreneurship online. I'll leave a link down below. It's not for everyone. You got to be willing to work and learn. But if that's interest to you, you can click it down below, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace out. Bye-bye.